Molcajete. The Big Bib Barbecue. Get your rub on. Get your rub on. That's why I'm picking them up at. The Big Bib. The Big Bib. It says meat by the pound, a half a chicken, $7.99. Sausage, $13.99. Rib tips, $15.99. Baby back ribs, $17.99. Turkey breast, $19.99. Brisket, $22.99. Counting tax a little bit, $69.99. The Big Bib, $109.99. Sausage plate, $14.99. Shelby?
Yes, sir. No, you don't have to move. You're fine.
Oh, y'all work here?
Yeah.
I was just checking out the menu. Y'all menu right here. What kind of wood y'all use?
It's a brand mesquite oak.
Oh yeah. Because most people use oak. I don't know why. Texas is known for mesquite. Yeah, I worked at Bill Miller, so they use white oak. Bill Miller's is nothing to brag on, but the pies are great though.
Oh, yeah.
But my name is Chris and I'm your driver, recorder for our safety.
Yes, our safety. It's crazy.
Yeah. It's the drivers. That was crazy how those people got swept away right there.
Yeah, no, that was crazy. I think they opened that dam. There's no way that water just rushed like that. They have to open.
Yeah, because they said it was a wall of water.
Yeah, that's why for it to be swept away like that, like they talking about flash flood.
Yeah, 13 cars?
Yeah, I think they opened up a dam somewhere and let all that water out. Because there's no way. It rains here in San Antonio. don't rain like that, you just get a flash flood, and then it's just multiple casualties.
Yeah, that was crazy. But you know what? Those people get stuck in the water because when the water's all on the door, you
You
can't
can't
open
open
it.
the door. That's what I'm saying.
And then the
See,
car shuts off.
yeah, and you just stuck. And if you ain't got nothing to break the window,
You gotta have
you're-
one of these. Y'all get y'all one of these.
Yeah, or you're panicking, you're not thinking.
This knife has a center punch, yeah, and it can cut the seatbelt. So when that window's all the way up, you can't bust it. They said a 77-year-old lady. They said they found 4 people. I guess they found another one yesterday. But it's 13 cars though.
Yeah. Then you gotta think about the homeless people that were like in the parks and stuff like that.
Or they're under the bridge and then they get swept into the drainage ditch.
Yeah.
That's what happened probably about less than a year ago. I think I-10 by Zasamora. Yeah, but I think you're right because a wall of water's not going to just build up like that and just.
That's what I'm saying. They have to have opened up the net. But even if it's raining though, even the streets, like it doesn't just
It'll be even. It wouldn't
Yeah.
be just a whole wall.
just rush of water. Even all the way in New Braunfels, how we didn't open up all that water in the.
But did you see it? It looked like a rapids.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They had to have opened up something.
But where's that to be opened up at though?
I can look it up.
Something a retention
wall, something.
retention pond.
And nobody wanted to flood the good parts when they did.
Yeah, because I just dropped off my previous passenger right there. I did a U-turn right there, and you can see it's like a ditch, a big old bio ditch right there. Of course, it was almost dry, but that's where all the cars went. All the cars were all beat up. I stayed at home that night. I usually drive in the rain, but when I see it like that, I'm like, I'm not too anxious because I'm not gonna be able to see when I'm driving. The windshield wipers don't go that fast. They go fast, but it doesn't go that fast when it's coming down like that. Need that Rain-X.
Even for the highways to be flooded like that, they don't do
Yeah,
that.
35 was a river too. I can understand that I-10 part that goes
Yeah.
down by getting close to downtown. I can understand that, and they show that. They show police cars stuck in the water. Yeah, but I hate to say, when it's your time to go, it's your time to go. As long as you're good with God. So y'all never eat at Bill Miller's then, huh?
I don't get barbecue now. I'll get chicken.
The chicken?
I like chicken. I don't eat barbecue.
I used to work at Bill Miller, but I never ate the barbecue after I left. I'll get the pie. I'll go by there and get a pie. 'Cause they got the best pies, in my opinion. But the Laguna Madre, if you got like a key lime pie, the Laguna Madre got some great key lime pie. I'll never eat canes again.
Why would
Because I was in Austin and I got one of them was kind of raw. They gave me the BGs, right? And then the next time I went to a different one and I got the 6 strips, and under the 6th strip was some French fries, right? But under the 6th strip, there was a French fry, had a hair like curled around it, or like around it like 5 or 6 times. I'm like, ain't no way in hell.
They did not see.
Yeah, they did that to me. I said, nah, never again. I started dry heaving right there. And then I went and told them, right? I said, hey, look, y'all got a hair in your food. I said, I'm not trying to be an ass or anything, but y'all got a hair in your food. And I just gave it to them like that and poured the drink out, and it still was, man, it hurts when you do that. I shouldn't even tell y'all come and eat up here. Well, make sure you look up under all the strips before you start eating.
I'll be right back.
All right. These damn chicken strips be too damn small anyway, huh? I barely even started eating there. I probably haven't even ate there like 5 times. You gonna watch the basketball game tonight? I'm gonna go home and watch it. It's an Uber driver shot in the face on Northwest side. Let's see. Where's Bob? I-10 and 6 a.m. on Friday, Access Road, Interstate I-10 and Console Drive. Said SAPD said the driver and passenger were traveling on Wurzbach Road when an unknown white truck began following them. When at the red light, the driver of the truck yelled for the parent to pull over, police said. Both vehicles turned onto I-10 Access Road. The driver of the truck began shooting at the Uber driver's green Kia. The 34-year-old Uber driver shot in the face was taken to nearby hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Shit, you see shit like that, you gotta know to get away, man. Shit, this car goes fast, man. Shit, ain't nobody's catching it. This is an electric car. You're gonna catch us. Ain't nobody catching us in this bitch. And my homeboy, other Uber drivers told me an Uber driver got shot this morning at 6 by I-10 in Wurzbach. A white truck was trying to get him to pull over. And I'm sorry, but we dusting their ass. Yeah, but if you drive a lot, you should be able to peek that out, you know. It was good that I was at home asleep, I guess. Yeah, Uber driver got shot less than a year ago in Castle Hills. There was a 62-year-old dude went to go pick somebody up, and I guess they were in a conflict with somebody. And when he picked them up, they started having a shootout, and the driver got hit in the back. They said they found shells in the back seat of the car. I don't know why they never caught who did it.
Yeah.
Whoever did it was the person who was in the back seat of the car. But you're supposed to be able to feel that shit happening, man. Well, I guess a younger person could, but a 62-year-old. He was an umpire for softball league, female softball league. Well beloved by the community, man. Yeah, they don't protect us, man. That's like the third Uber driver I heard get killed here in San Antonio. Of course, it's not the Uber driver's fault. It's whoever they picked up. But even if he wasn't the one who shot him, he needs to be charged too, because he called them to that place. He brought him to the danger zone, you know. I was saying like at 1:30 in the morning or something like that. Yeah, because another Uber driver, he called me and asked me if I was all right. Because he knows I be driving it. I usually drive overnight. It just less cars on the road. I like it better with less cars on the road. Try those KFC chicken strips. Have y'all?
No.
Because I like the way the KFC batter tastes. A lot of Uber drivers pack guns too, so you know. A policeman told me I should be packing a gun. And I said, what's he gonna? I'm gonna be shooting road raging at people, man. Never at the person in the car. Out of close to 4,000 rides, I only had 2 bad ones. But did y'all see that girl in Florida? She pulled out that pistol on those 2 girls that didn't want to get out the car.
No.
They fired her and she went to jail. Uber said that we're not allowed to have guns. I don't have one. I got a rifle at home. That's about it. But other drivers I know do pack them. And that too, if you're driving a car, it's different to shoot at a moving target. You gotta practice that thing. But when the driver tells the passenger to get out, they need to get out. Yeah. That one time I put people out because dude asked me 4 times if he could smoke weed in the car, man. I'm like, nah, man, you can't smoke weed in the car. Like they couldn't fucking wait, you know, like. Then one of them didn't want to get out. I'm like, what the fuck I'm supposed to do, man? I'm stopped on the side of the freeway in Austin and shit. I already gave them I don't know how many warnings. Shit, they caught another Uber before the police got there. But he told me I did the right thing. He searched the car, make sure they didn't leave no weed in the car. But he said they don't do nothing for people who are having weed over there in Austin. He said they could catch you with 5 pounds of weed. They're not taking you to jail. He said 5 pounds of weed, they probably should take you to jail. Yeah. Because the DA is not trying to prosecute those kind of crimes. Because a lot of people grow weed in Austin. Is it going to be on the right or the left? This right here? You're welcome. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. Thank you. Check for hair. And I didn't know they were going to Kings. I wouldn't have said nothing. Never again for me, though. Never again. Rudy be cracking me up, man. He said he kicked out a family of 4 yesterday. He kicks people out on the regular. He said that he kicked somebody out the other day. They were talking racist shit. And he kicked them out. He said they record through his phone. They record the audio and video through his phone. So they don't do it like that. But they do. Because it says the person you're about to pick up may record audio and video. The phone is just recording. Now I have a... how many rides I have. Almost 4,000. 3914. A year and 9 months. I got 5394 deliveries and 39. Almost 4,000. I've only had 2 bad rides, man. Out of 4,000. One I put out, one they put themselves out. So, I'm batting 1,000, man. Rudy be kicking people out the car like crazy. He's very particular about the interior of his car. If you smoke, you're out of there. If you smell like cigarettes, you're out of there. If you're musty, you're out of there. He's kicking you out. Probably should have kicked out one other person. I like the mirror they have in their car. It's curved. It's curved, so it has the just the case. Have the blind spot action on there. I think you could just slap it on the top front of you. He messaged me back. stoplight. Say white lightning. It's a Casper. Mail?
Yeah. Oh my goodness. I'm going out and I got this big old thing of mail.
You didn't put it up real quick?
No, I had to stuff them in there, but it's okay. I'll just put them in the car when my husband gets to the car.
All right.
Oh my goodness. Get this Lord. Keep us safe. Keep us safe.
Yeah, my friend, my fellow Uber driver told me a Uber driver got shot this
Oh my
morning.
goodness.
Yeah.
While doing a ride?
Yeah, I guess they were after the passenger. That's how it always is. They're after the passenger. He got shot in the face. I-10 by Wurzbach.
Did he die?
Nah, he's still alive.
That's terrible.
Well, Uber driver died less than a year ago. He got killed
Why?
in Castle Hills. He got shot. It's a modern day taxi cab, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we probably don't have no money, but still.
That's the reason why people need to have it recorded. You see how they record everybody?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I record.
Yeah, exactly. That's how they need to do it because this is just crazy. You guys are helping us, you know, like. It's just,
Yeah, we gotta
like-
trust each other.
Exactly.
But the people who's out the car, who knows what the hell they on though?
Yeah. That's messed up. That's why I don't do share rides. I don't want to share no ride with nobody. You know? That's just.
But I don't think that's here in town though.
I have no idea. I know,
It's in
remember when
Austin.
I went to Vegas?
It's in Austin, I know for
Oh,
sure.
when I was in Vegas, they had us saying, "Oh, share rides." And so I'm like, I don't want to share no ride with nobody.
No, it's always awkward. The times I picked up a couple of people,
Yeah,
now it's not just two strangers in the car; it's three.
exactly.
But my name is Chris, and I'm your driver. I'm recording for our sake.
Exactly. Yeah. You have to do what you have to do.
Yeah, but if somebody's chasing you down, you got to be smart enough to get away, man.
That's true. That's true. It's just
And you got to,
the world is
you got to duck.
messed. People are just messed up.
Yeah.
You know? Somebody, I've watched movies and see where people bad drive, like someone bad drives somebody, and then they chase them down just to kill them. Like,
Yeah.
what's that?
A lot of people have cameras, so
You know, it's just crazy. And I tell my husband, I said, if somebody do something to you, like they bad drive you, or don't even say nothing, you know, because I've drove with him several times. This weekend is our first anniversary.
oh yeah, congratulations.
But, thank you. But he will be like, "You stupid idiot," you know.
Yeah.
Like, don't do that, baby, because you don't know who they are. You know, like
It
they'll
escalates.
hurt you. Like,
It escalates.
yeah.
With the people in the car, I can't do it, but when I'm by myself, hey,
Yeah.
I
And that's
know.
what I tell him, like, don't get into all that, you know? It's uncalled for. Don't get into that, because you have to remember yourself. You're going out there every day, and everybody will mark, like, they'll know your car, you know, mark
Yeah.
your vehicle. Don't do that.
Yeah, but you know, male ego is a little, you know,
I know.
Little fragile.
I know.
not a lot fragile, a little. But some girls are like that too, though.
That's true.
They'll stick the finger at you and all that. Like,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
and don't ever get out the car either.
Mhm.
I jumped out the car a few times. I ain't gonna lie.
Gotta be careful.
Yeah, because they can shoot you.
Exactly.
There's too many cameras to get away with shit these days.
That's true. And people have to do that to protect themselves.
Yeah, but there's a lot of doorbell cameras, a lot of cameras on these.
And people still doing stuff.
Yeah.
They don't care if they get away or not. They're still doing it.
No, well, they think they're gonna get away.
I've put up cameras a few times. I don't know what happened to it. Just stopped working. And my neighbor's like, "Come on, girl, don't," like that.
But there's license plate readers too. That's how they catch you.
Yeah.
They follow you all the way to the house reading your license plate.
That's true.
But they ain't gonna do that if it's a murder or something like that. You know? Those license plate readers will reach you all the way to the house. It's because people don't respect each other these
That's
days.
true. No love.
They want respect, but they don't want to give respect.
That's true.
Respect is earned, not given.
The other day we went to this, I went to get the real ID, and when I was there, this man came in and he fell down, and because you know people will sue you,
Yeah.
like if you try to help them.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is just a messed up world, you know, like, and then people like two persons or three persons rushed to the man, and then another man got up and like, is this what America is? You know, like. Nobody helping this man. I'm like, I don't want to be sued. Like, I don't know if I should help. You know, it's just crazy.
I always try to help people, man.
Yeah, I tried to help, but I was afraid. I was afraid to help him. And I saw three people run over to him, and I'm like,
They got it under
a
control.
crowd, you know, like everybody. Imagine everybody rush around this man. I don't know if the man is feeling bad and he needs some hair, you know.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. And I'm like, everybody's scared, you know. We don't know.
But most people ever just start recording and shit.
Exactly. Everything is being recorded.
Yeah, well, everybody has a computer in their pocket.
Exactly. It's crazy.
When I was growing up, we barely had computers at school.
Exactly. We used to go out and play. You know, these kids nowadays don't know nothing about going.
The phone phones
Exactly.
glued to their hand.
That's my daughter. These teenagers, they're not easy.
Yeah, but I don't know how they get $1,000 phone, man.
Yeah.
So my phones cost $1,000.
Yeah.
Shit, I never had no $1,000 anything when I was a kid.
Exactly.
I had to buy my own Nintendo. I had to buy my own stuff.
Exactly. I'm a Jamaican, and when I was in Jamaica, and I wanted my first phone when I was in the 9th grade, I had to start frying. I don't know if you know dumplings, Johnny cakes.
Mm-hmm.
I had to start making Johnny cakes and frying chicken and selling because my mom said, "I'm not buying your phone." You know.
You gotta hustle for it.
Yeah, and she's like, "I'm not buying your phone," and I had to do that until I got my phone. I was like, "Nah, I'm not doing this no more." But everybody was supporting me, you know, it was crazy. Now when I look back, I'm like, if I had just continued, you know, I would be so, yeah, I would have money. Because people would just, I would do it on Saturday nights and Sunday nights. And I used to get a lot of people coming and buying.
Yeah.
I used to do French fries and all that. Yeah. So it's
Yeah, when I was little, I would sell newspapers.
yeah.
And then I would use the money to go buy candy. And with the candy, I'll go sell it at school.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to...
Hustle, yeah. Triple.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you gotta try to do something.
These kids nowadays don't even want to work, I'll tell you.
Yeah, that's because that's working on the weekend, and I have to wake up like 3 or 4 in the morning. So I wouldn't get no days off. But even in high school, I was selling candy, so I sell it for 10 cents cheaper than the vending machine.
So they can support you, right? That's a hustle right there.
10 cents.
Everybody will look for you.
Yeah,
Come on
the
now.
teachers were buying candy from me. And then at the end of the day, I give it all away because I gotta walk home and it's all gonna melt.
Yeah.
So I'll just give it away. Wait for the end of the day. If I have some left, I'll give you some.
I'm worried about like having another child here and them growing to be like, oh, I don't want to do that. My sister daughter is almost 4, and she's like that.
Already?
I can't do this. I don't want to do that. You know, I'm like, oh my goodness, these kids. My daughter's 15, and when I say something needs it, she was born and raised it. She came here when she was what, 9. So she'd know how it is, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So once she get a look from me, she know what time it is. She gotta go do what needs to be done. She's like, don't open your eyes like that on me, please, Mommy. Yeah.
She knows you mean
You know?
business.
Yeah. You gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah, she works very hard in school, you know.
Well, that's
She
what.
goes to JECA. I don't know if you know JECA. It's the she goes to high school and college at the same time.
Okay.
She's been working hard.
But that pays off in the end.
That's true. Last month we went to a graduation, an induction service that they had, and she was the youngest there, because she's in the 9th grade, and all the other kids, they were college students, and she was the youngest there, you know, going up for her certificate. She didn't want to do it, you know, and I was behind her. I'm like, come on now, you can do it, you know.
She likes it now.
Because her friends, none of her friends are doing it.
Yeah.
You know, she's like, all my friends, their parents say that they don't need to do these courses until they're in like the 11th grade. I'm like, I don't care what their parents say. I want you to do it now, because when you're in the 11th grade, it's gonna get harder. You know,
They could be that much more ahead.
more work. So do it now. It's not easy to balance so much stuff. So like when she has projects and stuff, I'll go in there and say, do you want me to do anything? So if she wants stuff to paste on a poster or
Yeah.
you know, stuff like that, I'll do it with her. Like, tell me how you want it and I'll paste it on there.
Yeah.
And then you write what you're doing and do all that. Because she has so much stuff. She take part in the church. You know, she has a lot.
Well, that keeps her from getting in trouble.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. The other day she started dating this little boy. And then the little boy came to the house and then they were in the room watching TV. And then we heard some kind of, you know, like the belt buckle. My husband was like,
Yeah.
not in this house. He's like, don't come back. You know, don't come back here. Yeah.
What he was doing with the belt?
He said the belt was tight, so you had to loose it. So my husband was like, you were here so long, sitting in the living room, you know, like hanging out with us, and then all of a sudden you're in the room, now the belt is tight, you know?
Yeah.
Kids think that they can be all slick, you
Yeah.
know? Yeah.
Man, that 35 is packed already.
That's what I wanted.
It looked like a river the other day. I don't know if you saw
Yeah,
it.
here?
Yeah, on 35, and right there, I think it's close to where I'm dropping you off.
Yeah.
Where those people got washed up
Oh my goodness.
with 13 cars.
Oh, nobody died, right?
Yeah, they found 5 people.
Died? Oh my goodness.
13 cars. Where the rest of the people at? There's
Only 5 people they found?
Yeah, only. Well, I don't know if probably changed by now, but only 5 people they found.
Then if you see water, why are you going there?
No, but they said like a wall of water.
Oh, just came down
Yeah.
like that? Oh my goodness.
That's what one of the survivors said. It was a wall of water. I don't know where. I guess it was coming because there's a bio or a
And it
ditch
was
right
all
there.
cars,
Yeah, cars and trucks and
trucks.
yeah, saw a Jeep all mangled. There were all those cars were all damaged bad because it went, I don't know, probably like a half of a mile down the concrete ditch.
That's crazy. I don't even know how to swim, and I'm from the Caribbean.
You just gotta hold your breath.
I tell you. My mom was like, when we were small, she would be like, don't, because the river was so close to the house. She'd be like, you guys don't go to the river, you know? And we would listen and never go to the river. But now I'm like, I should have gotten swimming class or something. My daughter don't even know to swim either.
Yeah, it's important.
Yeah, and we don't know how to ride bikes or anything. Like, we didn't learn. But, you know, it's,
Yeah, riding a bike is so easy.
yeah, we didn't learn that. I remember trying twice. Once I ended up in a light pole.
Yeah.
Another time I end up in a tree. I'm like, oh, this is not meant for me. Not meant for me at all. The other day, my husband was like, oh, we got to get Faith, my daughter, a scooter. I'm like, she won't know how to do that. You know, because she didn't learn balance on a bike or whatever. You know, so I'm like, oh. I would be so scared for her to be riding a scooter on the side, you know?
Yeah, because people drive too crazy.
Exactly.
What's on this one right here?
Oh, he was here?
Yeah, right here. Like you're gonna see the little ditch. There's a little ditch that goes under this freeway.
It was down on the
Yeah, it was right here. It swept them that
Oh my
way.
goodness. But where did it come from?
I don't know. Somebody knows where it came from. There's a ditch right here.
Oh. And it just swing them over?
Yeah, it pushed them into the creek or whatever it is.
Oh my goodness.
And if the door's up and the windows closed and the door's closed, you can't open it with the water on right there.
Yeah. And then it'll start coming through all the cracks and
Yeah, but that's why I'm telling people that you gotta have a knife like this.
yeah, and just break
It bust the
glass.
window,
Yeah.
and this could cut the seatbelt.
Yeah.
The seatbelt. So you know, like when people get in a car accident.
But if it's deep, they'll die still.
Yeah, but you're stuck in the car. You're gonna die for real.
Yeah.
You have a
I
better.
guess, but the ones that got out the car, where Who did they end up?
I don't know. They said one dude was hanging onto a tree behind the church. He said he was hanging onto a tree.
Wow. And that day, my husband didn't go to work because he had a doctor's appointment.
Thank goodness, right? Well, it happened early in the morning. It was early in the
It
morning.
was early in the morning?
Yeah, early.
Because he leaves out at 6.
Yeah, but I think it was like 5. It was
Oh,
almost
5.
yeah.
Okay.
But 6 still is too, and it's
Yeah.
dark, so you really can't see that
Yeah.
good. Yeah, I stayed home.
Wow.
The last 2 times, usually I drive in the rain, but
Gotta ask you not to let me go through all that. I don't want to go through all that because that would just make me so panicked. Oh my goodness, I would have freaked out real bad.
just gotta keep your faith in God.
Yeah. Seeing all that water coming down.
But
like
one
that.
lady said she was talking to her husband on the phone when it was happening,
Wow.
that she didn't hear him no more.
Wow.
So it's very sad.
It's very, very sad because they're gone. They left their loved ones. Just imagine.
But that's the number one. You can't panic. When you panic,
It's over.
yeah. You're not going to the airport, are you? Just close to it, right?
Yeah, that's where my husband works.
All right.
He was like, "Why did you get a hotel so close to the airport?" I was like, "I didn't know." Like, we were looking for to use the Dewey Hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they do like the breakfast in the morning,
Yeah.
and then they do the kickback, the dinner in the night. Yeah, so I was searching and searching, and the one with the cheapest price
It was right here.
was right there. Because he works right over there. SD Engineering. Yeah. So I said that's what I
Oh, so he's
want.
Jamaican too?
No,
He's not?
he's American. He's a white guy.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, my mechanic in Houston is Jamaican.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love him. I've known him for over 20-something years.
Yeah. Have you ever been to Jamaica?
Oh, no, I haven't been.
You need to visit. You need to visit. It's beautiful.
Yeah, if I go, I will get the blessing of my homeboy whenever he goes, because he's from over there.
Yeah.
I heard it's kind of a little crazy over there sometimes.
Yeah. It depends on where you live
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
If you're gonna go in the hood, yeah, stay away from the hood, please. You know,
You stay where the tourists stay, right?
Exactly. Because they have like police officers patrolling
Yeah.
and all that, so the tourist is safe. But
Yeah.
if you go where you're not supposed to go, then you'll get in trouble. And I tell my husband, I say, I can't go to Jamaica and go anywhere now because you're a white dude. They know that no white dude. Like, you know.
Maybe if he gets some dreads.
He's like, just put your makeup on. I tell you. He wanted dreads. I don't
Oh, the
know.
men will get mad at you
Mhm.
because you have a white man?
No, they're not getting mad at me. They will, like, everything, the prices will hike up. If you go, everything. Once your complexion is light,
Yeah, the price is up on your
yeah,
ass.
like, yeah. And that's what I'm telling. I'm like, I'm not gonna get no more deals.
Yeah.
Because even if I use my patois, that's not gonna save me.
You stay at the hotel. I'll be back.
Yeah. So I told him, I said, you come with me, because I want to take you to just gotta make sure we go in the daytime. Yeah.
Yeah, because my mechanic, he talks English, but I guess they mix the Jamaican. I can't tell what the hell they're saying.
Yeah.
They're mixing.
And if I hear your mechanic's voice,
Yeah.
I'll know where in Jamaica he's from. Which parish?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm from Montego Bay. I'm just excited for this weekend. This is a blessing. One year down. Ready to go.
Where'd you meet him at?
Church.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And he was there, and I didn't even know like he was interested or anything. I was dating and coming into because we were friends. You
Yeah.
know, we were friends for over a year. I used to go on dates and come back and say like, oh, nothing's going right. You know, like yeah, but I didn't. Oh, which one is this?
It says this one over
Plaza.
here.
Okay. So he's like, I'm telling him like everything's going crazy. Like these guys, they're just like the dating world is just crazy.
It
you know?
is crazy.
And he was like, yeah, I know. That's why I'm not dating and all that. But I didn't even know that he was praying for me, you know, like, yeah. Because he said he heard the Spirit told him, like, the voice say, you need to talk to her. But he thought it was talk to her as a friend, you know. So we were talking as a friend for a year.
Y'all finally.
Yeah. It's a lot of...
New clip, y'all.